The Sixers won a thriller against the Cavs on Friday night, and they've now won 14 straight. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Jim Jackson. Welcome, Jim.
What's up?
Jim Jackson.
What's up,
Morning.
Kind of miss you guys a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
MIA on us, Jack.
I know, just working. Fox making me earn that money.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Jim, how big of a threat are the Sixers to the Cavs?
Well, I think if you look at the regular season, they split it 2-2 with the Cavs. But it's hard to really gauge because both teams never really been healthy.
Right.
You know, early on they played some games. IT wasn't there. Tristan wasn't there before the trade. But post-trade, Embiid was out. So we saw the last game that Philly could be viable. But I think you got to take it a step back a little bit because to get to Cleveland and Cleveland to get to Philly, some stages they got to go through.
Right.
You're talking about Philly right now is in the third position, third seed. They went to play Miami.
Right.
Who they split with during the course of the season. Miami poses a different threat because they like to slow the pace down a little bit. Okay, Philly wants to get – so that could be an impediment a little bit for Philadelphia, a young team trying to figure out how to navigate through the playoffs. So before you even get to the Cavs, you got to go through that and then potentially a Boston team who they should be able to beat because of injuries.
I don't think Boston going to get out the first round.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's just look at that first round.
Right.
Let's say they get to the Cavs. I think they match up well. I think the question is, do they understand as a young team, you know what you don't know, okay? Because you get into a situation of really not knowing the environment of a 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals against a LeBron James team. That's a whole different animal, you know? Matchup-wise, man, they got the physical tools. I don't think anybody Cleveland can do anything with Embiid.
No.
But the X factor is the mental aspect of this young team competing against a LeBron James team in a 7-game series Eastern Conference Finals.
Look, they go 7-2 Joel Embiid. They go 6-10.5 with Simmons.
He's 7
special.
feet.
He's
tall.
special. And now the way they're knocking down the three, because you got to come. The Cavaliers are a very small team. And so when they dump the ball down to Joel Embiid, you must come with the double team. Now they're knocking the three-point shot down. J.J. Redick, Bellinari, Saric, Covington, even Ilasovich can knock down the three. So they're a very dangerous team. And I give them credit. I did not see this at the beginning. I thought they were going to be basically a two-man team. I didn't see them, what they morphed into, say, the last half of the season. They've become a very viable three-point shooting team. But the one thing that they don't have that we do have and nobody else has it is like the Louvre. Where's the Mona Lisa hanging?
Larry Nash Jr.
Where's the Mona Lisa hanging?
Larry Nash
We
Jr.
have the Mona Lisa of the NBA.
You mean
He
that guy.
resides in Cleveland. He plays at the Q. Because, see, I know in a 7-game series, he can give me 40, 10, and 11 if I need it. And we're probably going to need it. And I know he can give it to me every night. See, they think they know. But we already done, whatever they're thinking about Skip Bayless, we already done thought about it. We ready.
You speak good French, too.
Yeah.
Shannon, I got bad news for you.
No, you don't.
This young Sixers team is already saying, we got next now, King. We got it now. We are coming for you, King, because this is the one team, this side of Golden State, but the one team in the East ain't afraid of no King are these guys, starting with Embiid, who obviously hasn't played the last couple of games, but the last game against Cleveland on Friday night. And yet, what I saw Friday night knocked me over, knocked me off my couch, because Ben Simmons I had not seen under this kind of fire. And remember, they're up 78-48 late in the first half. And they predictably, as young teams do, took foot off gas. And here came the King, full charge. And he's just taking it to the rack and taking it to the rack. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's a 61-33 run that you gave up on your home floor. And that's when Ben Simmons, with a little help from J.J. and Ilyasova and Bellinelli, said no. And Ben Simmons showed me some stuff, man. I didn't know he had it in his repertoire because he's got no shot. He's got no mid-range. Can't shoot free throws. Obviously doesn't even try to shoot threes for the most part. Hadn't made one all year. But he made some shots in the lane that I said, wow. And he kind of willed them in. It's just like, no, I'm not going to let this happen in my house. And he scored 4 big 2-point baskets in the lane down the stretch. and he's kicking it to JJ in the corner for what I thought was the dagger 3 with 1:30 left. And yet then JR made a big desperate 3, and then another big desperate 3. Jeff Green made it. And it got a little dicey at the end, but they obviously got LeBron the worst place possible at the free throw line, down 3 with 3 free throws you got to make to tie, and you knew what was going to happen. He's going to miss the second free throw. It's just like predictable gagging because he's just got the late game free throw demons. So if Philly knows if they can ever get LeBron on the free throw line late in games, it is their game. Because they didn't miss. Ilyasova went to the free throw line with like 3 seconds left, and he just drained both of them.
He didn't drain both of them.
That
That ball went all the way around the rim.
And that's after LeBron dunked on him and then glared.
Body bagged it. Body bagged it.
Glared at Ilyasova. You believe in that?
Yeah.
He's been on like 7 teams. But
Foreign big man.
He's
been
Hey,
put
listen,
on notice.
I understand that. I've been on 12, so I get
You've
it.
been
But
on 12.
I've been on 12. But here's the difference. We're talking about regular season. Okay? We're talking about regular season in regards to what we've seen. I think the question is for Philadelphia, is J.J. Redick going to really knock down threes for 7 games? Is the supporting cast going to be – in one-game scenario, I get it. But in a 7-game scenario against a Cleveland team, it's certain things, if I put on my coaching hat, I'm going to take away from Philly.
Okay.
I'm going to take it away. Okay, I'm going to make J.J. Redick and the rest of the crew beat me. I'm going to come down and get the ball out of Embiid's hands.
Okay,
I'm
just remember, Cleveland ain't the biggest team.
But that's
now,
okay. You don't
right?
have to be big to influence the ball to come out the post. Also, you talk about free throw shooting. Well, Ben Simmons on these last 14 games only shooting about 45%.
No, I mean, he's
That's why I was surprised they didn't hack a Simmons late in that ball
So
game.
think about the strategy going into a conference finals. You're going to force Ben Simmons to get to the free throw line and beat you. So there are things that once you get into the playoffs, you're going to take away that you haven't seen during the regular season. Hopefully both teams will be healthy. But if both teams are healthy, I'm still going to side with Cleveland from the experience perspective. Now, history teaches us when Denver, Timbe, they beat Seattle back in the day.
Do I remember?
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, the Golden State Warriors when they beat the Mavericks. Situations have happened.
That was the old Warriors.
But again, it was a matchup issue. This is a matchup right here that I still think favors the Cavs slightly. But with Mr. Employee number 23, it's going to be extremely difficult.
Do you realize how difficult it is to get to the rim against Embiid and Ben
It
Simmons?
Ain't that difficult for him.
Not for him. He body bagging.
Do you realize that opponents have shot the lowest percentage from the field against Philly in the NBA?
But Skip,
Why is that?
They shot 51%.
Okay,
they
had a
shot
nice
47
game.
for 3.
It was a good game.
And
who won the rebounds?
You said they had a nice game. That was nothing. That was nothing.
What happened March 1st in Cleveland? What happened?
It's
It was pretty convincing.
It's-
Philly had him beat.
No,
They just won.
It was late in the ball game. I mean, the game was really
pulled
close.
away.
They did.
Yeah.
But what happened?
Sarge is
What
dunking
happened
on
the first
him,
two
right?
times?
Huh?
What happened the first
Yeah,
two
I mean,
times?
it's like in November and December. I told you.
Were
the
the games?
team-
Do they matter?
Huh?
You told me games don't matter.
Well, I know,
So
but
we
it's
about
such
to play some games that matter.
It's a bunch of kids who are trying to figure out how to play, and all of a sudden, it looks like they're going to finish the regular season winning their last 16 games.
Well,
Is that good?
Well,
That's
Joel,
incredible. The turnaround been incredible.
Wow.
I mean, it's been.
Wow.
Is that a byproduct of one? I think the improvement of the team, but also the regression of the East. Boston going down.
I
mean,
agree.
really not playing well. Milwaukee not living up to expectations. So you had a combination in there of things that they still had to go out there and win games.
Yeah.
But it's a regression of what we thought the Eastern Conference was really going to be.
But that guy, Skip.
Wait a second. The Sixers are the #1 rebounding team in the NBA? So wait, best defense, best rebounding. Does that help?
Rebounds don't mean nothing when you get the ball out the net. You don't get a rebound for that. So when we start letting them things fly in the playoffs like we do.
What did you tell me earlier? You were a little surprised that, wait, the Cavs got out-rebounded on Friday night with no Embiid? So Philly didn't even have its best player, and it was 45-40 in rebounds in favor of the home team?
Yeah, they got 11 second chance points. That was the difference in the game. The
second
second
chance
chance points
points.
in the fourth quarter,
Exactly.
11-1.
Wow.
Now, are you going to tell me the Sixers bench are going to score 56?
No.
Every night?
No.
Well, if they do that, they're going to win the NBA title if they're going to give you 56.
Yep.
But you and I both know. This is what we know, Skip. Joel Embiid has been spectacular. Ben Simmons looks like he's on the rise. But the one thing that no one can categorically deny is that the best player in the NBA for the last decade happens to reside in Akron, Ohio.
Shannon,
he plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know that. I know that.
You sound like a broken record,
I do.
and that record is about to get broken if you're not careful.
So you're saying Philly? Are you
they-
saying Philly is if they get to the conference final, Eastern Conference Finals? You're saying Philly's going to beat them? No,
he's
I'm
already
asking you.
bet me, but I'm about to tell you why. He just bet me
Uh-huh.
previously on the show that Philly will not be the 3 seed. They're going to wind up the 4 seed. But if they're the 3 seed and it does get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you get the fact that it's Game 7 would be in Philadelphia. You got that?
Okay.
Jack, let me ask you a question. Which is tougher to play, a Game 7 in Philly or a Game 7 in Oracle?
Oh, Oracle.
I'm going to Vegas with
no
100 racks.
Better be careful.
I'm going to lay
No
100
question.
racks if it goes to Game 7. That's how much confidence I got in it, Joy. We go, ooh.
Can I go with you?
Switching 4 lanes.
Okay.
I'm not the winner. Hey, money ain't a thing.
Well, I'm about to win a whole nother case of Duke because Philly's going to be the 3 seed. They're going to win Atlanta. They're going to beat Milwaukee at home to close out the season on a 16-0 run. That'll work.
Have me so much money they can't count it. They have to weigh it.
Yeah,
You know,
and I'm, I've apologized already to the city of Philadelphia because I got so fixated on how bad Toronto is. They're the team that shrinks at the sight of the beast.
You are going. I'll tell you who else you're going to apologize to in about a month.
Who?
Yeah, I know who else you're going to apologize to.
I don't know.
Oh, you know.
Kawhi Leonard.
No, don't do that. Don't do this.
I would love
Don't
to.
do that. No.
Yeah.
You're gonna take back everything you've ever said in a negative way about that guy.
He's not going to do that.
No,
he's not going to do that.
You got
There's
to.
no way.
You got to.
There's no way.
Because he going to
No
do
way.
coming through.
No way.
Well, it's set up for him.
No, they set up for him.
Boston is decimated. Kyrie is gone. Toronto is got no shot.
They got nothing to do.
And look at Golden State.
But
They're
here,
struggling,
this is what he's
man.
going to do.
They're
See,
teetering.
This is what he's going to do.
He set
now,
it
he's
up.
heaping all this praise on the Sixers.
The pressure's all on
LeBron runs through them.
Yeah.
Oh, they babies.
Yeah. Who's the most pressure on in the NBA right now? It's on the King.
No
It's
pressure.
set up. It's a super highway to championship.
The man name is LeBron. That's pressure.
He's going to be
because he only won. Only one.
So he'll be one game under 500 if he wins this championship. It'll be 4-5 in the finals.
All I know.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Impressive.
Listen, but
You would take it?
I haven't been to the finals. Definitely, but I still think we got to back up just a little bit, just because I think we'll get a true indication if this team is ready from a coaching perspective, player perspective when they play against Miami.
Well,
because Miami slows the pace, so does Cleveland in some aspect.
And you know what? To your first point, LeBron James will be rooting like crazy for his man D. Wade if it winds up Miami versus Philadelphia.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.